What's up, everybody? I just woke up. I'm headed to town to meet up with my dad and my uncle. Apparently my dad bought a truck today, or we're gonna go buy a truck today. Well, he is. I'm pretty jealous of it. Before I started making YouTube, he built a 91 Cummins 12 valve. Is a 5-speed. He built it from the ground up. It was actually a 364 speed truck when he first built it. It was white. I loved it. I fell in love with it because I watched him build it, from the ground up. Then he hazed a lot, as you guys seen in the last video. So it was the 360 just couldn't really haul the tractor and stuff around. So he bought a school bus and he put the 12 valve from the bus in the truck. So now it was a 12 valve 5-speed truck, which is awesome. I loved it. He had it for years and years and years, and it finally was just getting too old to daily drive and work it like he did work it. There's my friend Dakota just drove by. So he bought a 99 24 valve VP truck, drove it forever. Anyways, so he sold his first gen to buy his dream car, which is 69 Roadrunner, which you guys, my very first video, I showed it. I was heartbroken as the truck had sentimental value, but he was getting his dream car, so I really couldn't be that upset with him. But I think he's always missed that truck because every time he sees one, he's all just looking at it or whatever, and they're going for a lot of money nowadays. Those first gens are. I think he sold his for like $4,000, and it didn't run. It needed a clutch and a transfer case. So I mean, but apparently he bought one, or he's gonna go buy one today. It's a 93, and all I know it's a 93 1-ton, and it runs and drives. That's all I know. I just left Sonic and I got food, and he called me and he asked me if I wanted to go with him. So yeah, so I don't know how much I'll film. I'll film the truck obviously when it's at my house, but going to pick it up, how people feel about being on camera. But yeah, so that will be in this video, picking up Dad's new first gen. So see you guys in. Also, from helping Dad and them in the hayfield, I now have allergies like crazy. So that's why I sound a little weird and my eyes are watery. So yeah, I've been eating some allergy pills like candy, so that's always fun. What's up, guys? It's been a while, but we're back. Truck's being a pain. Got it tore apart. Where do I begin? The truck thinks it's getting hot, but it's not. So I was trying to fix that, and then in the process of that, a wheel bearing goes out, and then further inspection of changing the wheel bearing, we realized the U-joint in the front, same side, is out. So I got it tore apart, but we're going to... Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the, I'm gonna go buy a new U-joint, swap those out, and get this thing back on the road so I could figure out the overheating issue, because the truck doesn't get hot until you go on the highway, and it'll peg the temp at 250, and you would think if it was actually 250, everything would be boiling, the overflow would be overflowing. But we got it to 250, and it's like instant. It's not a gradual, it's just bam bam. So we pulled over and we shot it with a temp gun, and it was reading 165, 170. So that's normal. So I don't know why it's acting like it's getting hot. It's got a new water pump, a new thermostat. It's got all the new stuff, new fan. When I did the head gasket, I did all new stuff. Either The thermostat could be wrong because I did buy a new one, but it was the cheapest one I could find because the head gasket cost a lot of money. So I kind of cheaped out on that part when I could. But I bought a new temp sensor, put it in there. It still did the same thing. In the process, I did not know that temp sensors hold pressure. So when I took it off, it shot hot coolant in my face, and my eyes have burned my face. That was like a week ago, so it's healed up now, but had burns underneath my eyelids from the coolant, so that was not fun. But yeah, the next thing to try about the heating issue is to run. I bought a manual temp gauge. We're gonna put that on there just to double check that it's actually not getting hot, but I know it's not. But the temp gauge was like $16, so we're gonna slap it on there when I get it driving again. Make sure that's right, and then if that doesn't work, either buy a thermostat and not like a good thermostat, or read that it could be the cluster itself causing the truck to think that it is, because it's causing it so bad that the truck will high idle even when it's 100 degrees outside because it thinks it's hot. And when you get past 230 on the highway or driving, when it gets to 230, the air kicks off because it's trying to cool the truck down. But I don't know, so yeah, I probably won't film much putting it all in there. There's plenty of videos on there how to do that, but yeah, and you also see Dad bought a project truck, so yeah, see you guys there. What's up, everybody? Got an update. The truck is fixed. There's my little gauge. Everything's running right. Got the wheel bearing on. I don't remember if I said in the last clip, but I had to buy a new U-joint for the front axle, or for the front, the front axle. It was out pretty bad, so I guess it's got a new front axle, U-joint, new wheel bearing. Pretty much everything in the motor is new now. It turns out it was the thermostat. It was staying stuck open or closed, whichever one was making the truck think it's hot. When it was technically with this gauge, with the manual gauge, is actually reading about 210, which is not terrible, but it was but the truck was reading like 250, so it was way off. So the truck was not really that hot, just hot enough for nothing to boil, so that's good that nothing internally was messed up. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But we put the new thermostat in, we drove it. I was kind of hard on it just so I can get it hot, have the air turned up all the way. And yeah, and I put so at first, so we got the when we did the head gasket, we put 160 temp in it, so that's the one that was not working right, or it was working but then it just stopped working. So then we put I bought a 191. So we got it, drove it hard, got it to 190, thermostat kicked open. Truck did not surpass 200. It got to 200 because I was running 95 pretty hard. 95 in fifth gear, you know, just make sure everything's right, because before you get on the highway 85, 90, and then the temp would peg to 250. So got that fixed. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the truck is running right. I'm gonna drive it obviously this weekend. I gotta take a trip to Springfield, which is like 35 minutes from us, but it's on the highway, so we'll try the highway out. But yeah, so the truck, my family and I are going to Florida in September, so I'm trying to get the truck all lined up for that, because it's gonna haul my brother and our girlfriends down there. But yeah, and of course everything is going wrong, which it sucks, because, you know, unnecessary money that I was saving for Florida. But I would rather it happen here at home than 14 hours away in Panama City. So it's a blessing and a curse, but it's all fixed. So yeah, this video is probably gonna be pretty short because I haven't filmed much lately because the truck being messed up, and I've been driving our family 4th gen, so as I call it. It was mine. I bought it in 2010, or it's a 2010, but I bought it in 2020. I traded a 3rd gen for it. I drove it for a year and a half, then I sold it to buy a G56. But then my dad bought it for me, so he's been driving it ever since then. He sold the second gen, wanted something newer, so he bought that from me. And now Dad has a Ranger, so now that truck just normally just sits there and hauls trailers during hay season, or cow trailers, or someone drives it because their car is broke, like me. So yeah, so that's probably gonna do it for this video. So I'll see you guys on the next video.